Alright everyone, I guess welcome to episode 2 of Escaping Yellow Hell. Finally made it here. Sorry it took so long. I did promise that I'd do this daily, but then this whole turn of events this weekend totally drained me of my life essence, so I couldn't do anything this weekend. But I'm finally here to give you episode 2. Hopefully this one will be enjoyable like the last one, or really crappy like the last one. I don't know anymore. Let's see. Today I'm spectating Mahgnificent. Hopefully that's the right way to pronounce his name. And he's going to be playing Jungle Hecarim, which should be fun. I've played a little Jungle Hecarim myself, and I gotta say, when he's kind of like Sejuani in the sense that that his pre-gank for 6, okay, but when he hits 6 he can do some really crazy stuff. He can just ignore people and run past the enemy team and be like, sup. And then in team fights, he's not naturally tanky, but because of his W, he heals so much in team fights that that he becomes this just massive monster in team fights, because it's just so hard to kill him when your team's around you. Yeah, let's see. He'll be playing against Jungle Udyr. Looking at the teams, it really looks like a purple team. For the most part, has a really strong level 1 invade team if they want to invade. So he should definitely be watching out for that early game. Hopefully, he has a good start. Personally, I do not like starting. Oh, this is a 1400 ELO game, everyone. Sorry, I should have said it earlier, during the pre-show, but yeah, Mahgnificent's in a 1400 ELO, and so this should be a 1400 ELO game. If he was last pick, it's probably mid 1400 ELOs. But yeah, he should be watching out for early invade. And in my opinion, other people do this. They start Regrowth Pendant and Pot. I don't really like that much. On Hecarim, it's okay as long as you can guarantee you're gonna get your jungle's not gonna be touched for the first your first 4 levels. After that, everything's fine. We'll see how it goes. Personally, I don't like exhaust. I mean, not exhaust. I don't like ghost on Hecarim. I kind of like flash. It helps you position your everything better. But it's just a preference at this point. Some people also take exhaust on him, which is also nice, helps in ganks a little bit, and just helpful all around. But yeah. So this should be an interesting game. Honestly, in my opinion, it kinda seems like purple team has just a stronger team in general. I don't know. Katarina can either snowball like crazy or just be completely useless. But then again, you never know what's gonna happen. Especially since the other team has a lot of stun and disruption, so Katarina has to be really smart about how she uses her ult for her to be useful in this game. Alright, this game almost done loading. So I'd expect Hecarim's probably going to start Wolves Blue. I don't think I've ever seen a Hecarim do Race Red start before, unless he does something really crazy. Really interested to see his starting items and how they handle the first few levels, or at least he handles the levels. It'll be really interesting too if they invade him. See how he reacts. As a jungler, you always want a really good crisis management in those situations. Sometimes you gotta make the call to get your team to wait there with you and fight them when blue spawns. That way you have blue attacking them, and also your entire team's there. So if they don't all stay together, their jungler is screwed for trying to stay there and take the blue. Something I don't see a lot of people do at lower ELO. Other times you gotta make the call of just go take their blue if it's unprotected. It does look like red team is gonna like position themselves to invade, knowing that Hecarim kind of needs blue early levels. His team is kind of not in a good position to like protect him. Katarina might actually get caught here.
30 seconds.
That was actually a really smart ward by Soraka, even though we're not supposed to be talking about her. But yeah. Alright, so it looks like he's just gonna start Wraiths because he's afraid of their invasion. Which is a pretty decent call. If possible, like in these situations, a really good thing to do is possibly get like a hard leash on red. That way you don't have to use smite, and then you can just run over to their blue and take their blue afterwards, because it's going to take too long for the jungler to get there. One thing you have to worry about is like their mid or bottom coming to check up on the blue. So yeah, Hecarim started boots and 3 pots. So that's a pretty good start for him too. I like that because if it puts him in a position where like Udyr does invade his jungle any other time, or like tries to fight one-on-one, he can just like walk away pretty much at this point. And also boots early sets up his ganks pretty well, because you'll be able to have the move speed to gank pre-6. Right there, that's like really dangerous. He smited red really early instead of waiting to completely kill it. With the smite, you should always be afraid that the possibility that the other enemy jungler is there and gonna like smite steal it from you. So you want to like hold out on smite until you're sure it's gonna kill it, or at least try to combo it with a skill. That way you can have more burst damage to have a better chance of taking it. Looks like he's running into Udyr here. There's nothing he can really do. Hopefully someone warn top. There we go. Alright. So that's a really interesting use of Ghost. Don't know why he used it there, but he's doing something really smart here. He knows Udyr's top, and for the most part, it's safe to invade and still, in this case, his Wraiths. Whenever you know where their jungler is, and you can have like vision of everyone on the enemy team, it's always, for the most part, safe to invade, steal some stuff. But you always got to be wary of wards and their reaction. You have to have a lot of map awareness to see it coming. Oh, looks like he might pull off a gank here and get first blood. Oh, no tower dive. I don't know, sometimes I'm crazy, but I totally would have tower dive, though honestly it's probably the wrong choice. Here we go. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose, but bottom lane and mid are kind of pushed, so it's like an okay idea to try to come in here and steal their blue. But he has to pay attention now that mid's gone, so stuff like this can happen, where he's possibly going to have the jungler and mid. It looks like bottom's kind of reacting. Soraka's coming up to help him. I was kind of surprised that Katarina didn't come to help him too. In those situations, you really want to get your mid or your bottom to like come back you up as soon as possible, especially when you notice that their lane's missing. There's no reason for them to sit in lane, especially Katarina had the lane pushed pretty close to the tower. She should have just let it go and let tower clear CS while helping out her jungler. But nothing you can do there really. So yeah, it looks like he's gonna probably back pretty soon. It's kinda slow level 4 because of that jungle invasion by Udyr. Personally, I probably would have had my team start me out at the enemy blue, but it's always like a toss up in the air because at that point they didn't really know that they were still at blue or not. So he picked up cloth armor and 2 wards and 2 pots. Pretty nice. I like the 2 wards. Sometimes I skip the wards early and wait till like after I start ganking to get wards, but it's always nice to pick up early wards, especially for top lane. Top lane, like, for some reason, they always don't have wards for a long time. So if you can toss one up early for top lane, that really will help them and make sure that they stay safe. Especially since top lanes can be a snowbally lane sometimes. And one kill can just like totally ruin that lane for a long time. And it's really hard for them to catch back up. Alright, I like this choice here. He kind of ignored Wraiths right there to like put some pressure mid, but kind of went the wrong way. Like mid right now is in like a decent position to be ganked. Hopefully he's gonna go after this or not. I don't know. Mid looked like a really good time to gank it. He should have went through river in my opinion and tried to pick up that kill. So he has the 2 wards. Like one of the wards would have been really useful at Wraiths. It would show it whenever like Ryze tries to roam bottom for a kill, or whenever Udyr like tries to roam into your jungle, like this is happening right now. And so bottom's gonna get caught out of position because there was no ward there, or like no one knew that was going on. So keeping your jungle entrances warded as a jungler is like very important. That way you have more map control, because there's only so many entrances that jungler. Oh, too bad, red team. Looks like their support DC'd, but there's only so many entrances to your jungle, and having them mostly warded will make sure that your team's in a position to like GTFO whenever like there's an invasion, or if you see them like Udyr or someone else invade your jungle and like they're not in a position to actually fight you guys, you can call for mid or bottom or top or whatever to come help you, and you can actually catch them in your jungler and punish them for being so greedy. It's really weird. I don't really like the use of his summoner spells and how he's using them, but I can't really say what else to do with Ghost so early. Though I would save it for like either like really good ganks, getting across the map, or just like whenever you need that extra oomph to kill off someone when you need a tower dive and get out. Right now, I feel like Mahgnificent not paying enough attention to his mini map, because like I feel like there's a couple times mid he definitely should have ganked it, but then he just kind of ignored it and went back to farming. Though he might be just trying to rush 6, because that 6 Hecarim has some really good ganks. It looks like they do know about blue. Hopefully they catch him out here. Looks like Kennan's in a lot of trouble. Good. Hopefully they'll pick up a kill here, get that double buff away from Udyr, so he can get back in this. Not so good. So right now, like even though Udyr should be like a little bit more ahead as far as CS and stuff, he's just being really annoying, stealing those blue buffs and stuff, because they definitely got the timer early game, so they know when it was gonna spawn. There's not much you could do other than tell your team to watch out for that, and like have that entrance warded so you can see if they're gonna come invade. I'm not sure if that ping 2 was like a call on they're invading their blue, or whether or not like he was like, Katarina, you want blue type of situation. But definitely that situation was like really crappy for him. So like he's kind of put further behind, but Udyr's not farming too well, other than those kill and the assists. So it's weird. It looks like he might be going Wriggle's Lantern on Hecarim. I'm not too sure if he's actually going that or not, but personally I don't think that's a really good item on Hecarim. He already has like the AoE damage to clear a jungle decently fast. I feel like he should go the double gold per 5 tanky route, or cooldown reduction route, because I feel that's in team fights is a lot stronger. You'll be able to proc up your W a lot more often. Whatever. A lot more, and then you'll become way more tanky, because you'll be able to be healing a lot of damage, and you'll be able to spam